Don't skip your retinol. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why it's so important from a skin biology perspective to keep that consistent and cautious use of the retinol. So you have to pick the right level and gradually increase all over time. Collagen is actually time dependent. It stimulates that cell turnover and it boosts collagen production by activating those receptors in your skin. Regular use of retinol is going to build up that synthesis, which happens so gradually. So skipping days is actually going to interrupt that cumulative effect. The second reason is that retinol is actually going to cause exposure so that you get that gene differentiation. That's how you're going to get the smoother texture and the reduction of fine lines and wrinkles. The retinol is actually shifting that programming so that you can get those healthier cells turning over and coming to the surface. When you have gaps and you're not hitting those receptors consistently, that's actually going to blunt your progress. It's almost like being on a diet for 3 weeks and then having 4 cheat days. You basically have to start over and you've lost so much of the progress. And number 3, in order for retinol to be most effective, you have to be able to tolerate it and your skin has to be in a stage of homeostasis. So you don't want retinol to really super irritate your skin and you really don't want it to be too low to actually make a difference. Start at a level that's super tolerant for your skin and then you want to gradually increase it. That gradualism is actually going to give you better results because your skin will constantly be reassessing and adapting as it goes through the migrations. Start at a retinol, you might bump up to a retinal, and then eventually you might even get to a tret if you need it. Retinol in your routine can be daunting, and there are so many different choices, but the most important thing is really starting at something that's really manageable for your skin, and then slowly titrating up so that you can really get those results and not really feel all of that purging and irritation. Once you get to that point, you have to take a step back anyway. So with retinol, bigger is not always better. I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'll talk to you soon.